Good morning, Mustangs, and welcome to the Mustang News in the Morning. I'm Amber Lewis.
And I'm Kiana Moore, filling in for Carson Oaks. Today for our show, we have Garrett's weekly political segment, How the Weather is Looking.
And then an update on the Newport Richie shooters and a Valentine's Day special from Casey.
But first, let's see what the on-scene is about.
Thank you, Kiana. It is currently 45 degrees and still sunny as yesterday. The low is going to be 47, while the high will be 54 with a low 58% humidity. The weekend forecast has changed. There's no longer any chance of rain on Sunday, so the long weekend is looking extremely clear with a 40% chance of rain on Tuesday. So enjoy your President's Day off. Carson, did you find a cure?
No, Savannah, we have not found a cure, but we are working on it. So, Viraj, what exactly are we doing here?
We're trying to create the first macromolecules by creating a thing called coacervates, which would be testing the hypothesis for how life came to Earth.
Coacervates? I can't even pronounce that. Now, so I'm the only one wearing goggles right now, so does that mean that I'm more scientifically equipped for this experiment?
Basically.
Basically. All right, we're going to move on over to this other group. I'm here with O'Shaughnessy and Shimka, the tennis all-star. So, over here, Viraj told me that we're working on the origin of life. Is it that significant?
It's pretty significant. We're trying to figure out how the first organisms were ever created.
So basically, you're telling me that you know the meaning of life.
All organisms are composed of cells. They metabolize in some way, shape, or form. They reproduce and grow, and they react to their stimuli.
That's a very scientific answer, and I wouldn't expect anything less from such a scientific class. Back to you in the studio.
The weather photo of the day was sent in by Microsoft, and it shows a beautiful sunny day being blocked by an inconvenient cloud, but nonetheless an amazing picture. Thank you so much, Microsoft. And guys, please send your photos in to mhsweatherphoto@gmail.com so I no longer have to browse the web for pictures of the sun. Happy 18th birthday to Manny Holmes. He's going to a football practice. Have a great day, Manny. Garrett's, what's up with all these rules restricting our freedoms?
Mustangs, Garrett Tamani here in the political corner. What keeps you safe? Who protects us from fraud? A lot of people you ask say government. Government must lay out the rules and punish fraud to protect people. Therefore, the government regulates, and over time adds more and more regulations. In America now, we have over 170,000 pages of rules, some of which are still ambiguous or contradictory. A lot of people think we can't live without these rules and regulations, but what they forget is that some of our most valuable assets have been born out of the free marketplace provided by the internet, which I think has made our freedoms grow exponentially. Take eBay and Wikipedia, for example. Surely websites where you can exchange products and information with random strangers are dangerous and need to be watched by the government, right? Who else would make sure the seller is honest and the product is worthy? Despite not being subjected to the watchful eye of Big Brother, websites like eBay and Wikipedia are some of the most trusted among the internet. Rather than simply complying to a government standard, these websites had to compete for good reputations, which required innovation and led to a more free society. The benefits of the free market work just as well outside of the internet. Competition and reputation will always perform better than submission to a government standard, and consumers should be allowed to measure risks and take them for themselves instead of relying on the judgment of a government bureaucrat. That's all I have for today. Go ahead and email me at jwmhspolitics@gmail.com if you have any questions or comments about what I've said. Now here's Casey Hesselberg with students' plans for Valentine's Day.
This is Casey reporting for the Mustang News in the Morning. Let's go see everyone's opinion on Valentine's Day. How do you feel about Valentine's Day?
I feel like it's a very sweet and loving holiday.
I think it's overrated because people always think they need to have a Valentine's Day or Valentine, but they don't.
What are you doing on Saturday for Valentine's Day?
I'm going to Wiki Watch with my friends.
Everyone have a great Valentine's Day. Now back to you guys in the studio. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest.
Today, our wonderful lunch ladies will be serving us an Asian meal consisting of firecracker or tangerine chicken with brown rice, lo mein noodle, and vegetable egg rolls. You may also purchase a fish sandwich, PB&J Uncrustables, cheese, pepperoni, sausage, or garlic French bread, pizza, or a nutritious salad from the salad bar. That's all for lunches, and now for your campus news. The Ecology Can collection is still going on. Progress reports are being distributed in your first periods, and Army recruiters will be at lunches. There's no school Monday due to President's Day, but Tuesday afternoon there's a Spanish National Honor Society meeting at 3 p.m., and don't forget your night spiker packets are due today. That's all that's happening around the ranch. Amber, were there shooters finally caught?
Well, Kiana, today in local news, the two suspects wanted for the murder of 3 people and the shooting of a 4th here in Newport Richey were finally taken into custody on Thursday night after being found in Jacksonville. The pair, Christopher Duncan and Doral Delgado, were located inside of a car that was parked in the lot of a Jacksonville business. Both are currently being held on warrants for 3 counts of first-degree murder and 1 count of attempted murder. Pasco sheriffs right now are currently traveling to interview Duncan and Delgado. That's all in local news. Eileen, what's going on in the sports cage?
Hey Mustangs, it's Eileen here filling in for Ryan in the Sports Cage. Last night, if you didn't go to the basketball game, you missed the hypest game of 2015. First points were scored by J.J. Lewis, who splashed a 3, and not long after, Brian Powers had a monster dunk. Later in the game, they found themselves down by 4, and the clutchest 3s by J.J. Lewis and Kyle Rappaport. In the last 11 seconds of the game, we were down by 1, and Lawrence Watt made a buzzer-beating game-winning shot. All the fans stormed the court after Mitchell triumphed over Armwood. This Tuesday, February 17th, we will be hosting the regional semifinal in our gym once again, so make sure to come out and support. Last night, our girls softball team took on Dixie Hollins High and won 5-0. Stellar pitching by Ashley Otori and a 2-run homer by Madison Stanley and solo home runners by Kelsey Vanderveer and Maddie Bell. The next game is at Sun Lake next Thursday, so make sure to come out and show your support. That's all for me in the Sports Cage, so Amber, what's going on around the nation?
Today in national news, a little more down south here in Florida, 3 juveniles were arrested on child pornography charges in Pembroke Pines. Police reported that the 3 underage suspects created an Instagram account to post nude and sexually explicit images of fellow juveniles. The account solicited followers to post the images to expose the peers. The pictures included names and personal information of the victims, allowing followers to harass them through cruel comments. The Pembroke Pines Police Department urges the community to pay close attention to their children's online activity. In other news, in Wyoming, the House voted to make a firing squad the new alternative method of execution, with one condition being that the inmates be rendered unconscious before they are shot. The bill will now go to the state Senate for consideration, although some are questioning why the measure is even necessary. Meanwhile, the same situation is being experienced in Utah and Oklahoma. Lawmakers are apparently beginning to fret that lethal injections may one day become impossible because of drug shortages, and are looking for alternatives such as firing squads or gas chambers. That's all national news. Kiana, what's with all that uncooked bacon?
Well, Amber, a judge has dismissed charges against a Massachusetts woman who threw uncooked bacon and sausage inside a police station while saying she was there to feed the piggies. Police say that the 24-year-old entered the station with a box of meat and started throwing it on the dispatch windows. She originally was charged with disorderly conduct and malicious destruction of property, but the judge dismissed the destruction charge since there was no evidence of any damage.
Thank you for tuning into the Mustang News in the Morning. I'm Amber Lewis.
And I'm Kiana Moore. Have a great day.
What you know about me? What you know about me? What you know about me? What you know? It's my lip gloss is cool. My lip gloss be popping. I'm standing at my locker and all the boys keep stopping. What you know about me? What you know about me? What you know about me? What you know? It's my lip gloss is popping. My lip gloss is cool. All the boys keep jocking. They chase me after school. Mac, L'Oreal, yep.